I think I'm back. I guess I'm going to have to leave that old heat gun alone. Had a lot of trouble restarting it. I'm going to wait for folks to come back in here. Going to have to leave the heat gun alone. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you for coming back. I guess I've learned my lesson about the heat gun, Elizabeth. I guess I'm going to have to fan it to dry it. Hi, Cindy. Thank you guys for coming back. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Jerry, we've had one drawing. I've decided I'm going to do my drawings once at the beginning, once in the middle, and once at the end. I'm kind of waiting for folks to come back in. I'm really disappointed that I get kicked off like that, but I'm going to leave the heat gun alone. Hi, Vicky. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. So, I'm just going to review what I've done here. This is a painting. It was done in the 1700s. And what this is they call it an orrey, O-R-R-E-Y. And the machine helps the teacher show how the Earth and the other planets move around the sun. So, this is the photo that I chose. And I'm going to put it right here. I wish, you know what I'm going to do? Since I can't use the heat gun, I'm going to blot this wet paint. Just so I don't smear it any more than it is already. I mean, it's okay that it smears, but it's almost dry. Okay. So I think I'm going to, and I've been debating whether I'm going to leave it black and white or if I should put a light blue wash over this, maybe a green. I'm wanting to do kind of like a teal light blue. Hi, Janet. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just decided I was going to start a new stream, and I'm going to leave the heat gun alone, I guess, and see if that helps. Yes, I did, Elizabeth. I need ideas for a title. What would you call this? For a title for the page. And while we're thinking of that, I'm going to put a light, kind of like a light blue wash, I think. A very thin wash with a very thick brush. I think that since that it looks like a moon, I would say, I see the moon and the moon sees me. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Let's make this the moon. Instead of making this blue, let's use some of that yellow. We'll make it a moon. I see the moon and the moon sees me. What a great title. My deaf uncle would take us in the yard at night and he'd always say that to us. Cool. Yeah, those full moons can't be beat. And this is really kind of, you know, like Shine On Harvest Moon. This is really the time of the season for the moons. I'm just going to put some of this yellow paint in there. I really do like that yellow because it's pulling out the yellow in here. And then I think I'm going to get rid of this and make it some of that red that I wiped off. Let's push that into the background a little. More of that darker blue. Reminds me of a song by Neil Young. Hi, Lucia. Thanks for coming back. Thanks, folks, for coming back. I really apologize for these drop sessions. I truthfully think it's the Wi-Fi or the data. I don't think it's my... I don't see, in my mind, I'm going, how would a camera be any more stable than the camera on my phone? Because they're both cameras. What's unstable is my connection. Raining like crazy there, Peg. You know, we had warnings. We missed it where we were, but right east of us, maybe about 20 miles east, they were having warnings out for thunderstorms and hail and that. But it missed us. I think you're going to get it. You're in the path east of us, Peg. We'll send it your way. I like that. I see the moon and the moon sees me. You're going to have me saying that all weekend, Elizabeth. Okay, I do like that a lot. I have to tell you, I went to Walmart, not last week. I've been home all week. I hear thunder. Maybe it is going to storm out there. Maybe that's what kicked me off. Maybe it's the storms. Wasn't last week because I've been home all week except for yesterday, but the week before last I went to Walmart. And usually these extreme glue sticks, the larger ones, will cost you around $3 or so. I found them for $1 each. And I'm really not a glue stick person, but for $1, I got it. And I'm just going to glue it right here, right on the edge, and make a flip. I credit Janet, our Janet, who's in our chat. She suggested making flips out of these photographs on one of the pages, and I've been doing it ever since because I like the idea so well. And I'm just going to put it right down there. I see the moon and the moon sees me. I like that a lot. In fact, I like it so much, I think. Shall I write it in yellow? No, I think yellow will blend in too much with that. I think I better write it in black. Or red. Black. And I'm standing up, so my writing as I'm standing up isn't the best. I'm going to kind of... Okay. I see the moon and the moon sees me. Yeah. That's an eye. Not a very fancy one. I'll probably get disgusted with this and go back and redo it. I see and I always say when I'm writing with these fine liners that when I'm writing with the fine liners, I always worry about it too much, and I find if I quit worrying about it, I do better. Little Crafts Creations. Hi, welcome. Little Crafts, do you have a first name I can call you, or do I just call you Little Craft? Welcome. And I'm thinking, I haven't been to your channel, but I'm thinking that's probably your channel. Oh, Michelle. Have you been in my chat before? I think you have. You're kind of new to me. Hit Michelle's icon and go check out her channel. Yeah, I think I remember you from before. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming in. I see that I'm writing with my fine line paint applicator, and I was saying that if I don't worry about it, if I don't get all tight about it, I do better than if I get nervous and try to do good, I don't do good. I see the moon and the moon. I'll put it down here. Sees me. I like everything but that eye. But I'm not going to mess with it now because it's wet. Everything on that page, everything on that moon is wet. Now I think what I'm going to do in here, I want something along the border. I got out the yellow. This kind of reminds me of the eclipse that we had about a month or so ago. And I think what I'm going to do is not put my hand... Ooh! I saw lightning. If I go offline, I got zapped by lightning. I'll be right back. Let's see. I'm just going to put some circles here. Can you hear the thunder that I'm hearing? Can you guys hear the thunder? Peg says, oh no. I'm going to keep going, and hopefully it won't. You can't hear that thunder. It's thundering and lightning out. I'm just going to kind of draw some round circles here. Freehand. This is the point to where I like to kind of play on the page. Kind of mess it up. And I'm standing up while I'm doing this, and I don't usually art standing up. I'm usually seated, so it's not really comfortable for me. But we're going to do it. And that's why sometimes I get wiggly lines. But that's okay. I kind of like it that way. And I think I'll just make them on 3 sides and leave these other 2. For something else. The more I do of these, the more comfortable I am doing them. Once I get started, I'm okay. So what shall I do here? Okay, I was thinking about what I want to do here. This is a flip page. Oh, look. I put those circles on the flip. I'll let them dry and do some more underneath. What am I going to do here? I think I just want to do dashes. You can glue together. Yeah, I don't know if I want to glue it together. Are you talking about this to this? I'm not sure I want to glue. I think I want it to flip so I can see the text underneath. If that's what you were talking about, Lucia. You know what? I'm going to put some dashes here, and then we're going to have our second contest. I'm just going to put some some lines. Maybe a line and a dot. A dot. Just kind of like a decorative border here. And I think I'll do the same here, but I think I'm going to do that later. I'm going to go ahead and do the second contest. Give you all a chance to win another sketch. While we still have, well, the lightning hasn't struck us yet. Oh, Lucia says she was talking about Peg and Cindy gluing. You want to glue Cindy and Peg together. That might be kind of hard, Lucia. They're states away. This is number 1. They're several states away. Okay, number 2. We've got 2 and 3. And like I said, if we get 2 people close to the same number, I'll give both of these away and we won't do a third contest. But if we don't, this is number 2 and this is number 3. And I'm going to hold number 3. Hopefully I can go a little bit longer. I'm looking for my pen. Okay, this is number 2, and this is number 2. And we're going to make the range. What we do is, hi Andrea, welcome. What we're going to do, Andrea, I think you just came in the room. We're going to draw for this second sketch. You can see I sketched from my little Lenox Swan and my embroidery scissors here. And these sketches are because I'm on the design team for Recycled Parts for Art. And Jerry sent me a sketchbook, so I deconstructed it. I've been doing those little sketches and giving them away. So what we're going to do is, the way we do it is I choose a number between a range, and the range is going to be 225 to 300. Don't say anything till I say go. And then everybody chooses a number, and then I'll say stop, and then I go back and we see who won it. So let me choose a number here. Okay. The range is 225 to 300. Go. Hi, Jerry. Jerry came back in. Yay. Jerry is the host of Recycled Parts for Art. Go check out her channel. She's got a lot of really fun things going on. She's got a Facebook group. Yeah. She is responsible for me doing these. Well, not really. I mean, she gave me the paper to do these. I would be doing these anyway because they're so fun. You can put in a number until I say stop. You can put in numbers if you haven't given a number. I'm just giving everybody time. If I freeze, we might have to do this whole thing over again because I won't be able to go back and see the numbers. Thank you, Eva. Is everybody put in their number? I'm going to give you... That's okay. The range is 225 to 300, little crafts. 225 to 300. I retracted the message. We'll give you time to get another one in there if you want. You want to give us another number? The range is 225 to 300. I'm giving you plenty of time. 225 to 300. Little Crafts, do you want to give us another number? I haven't seen another number from you. She retracted her message. Oh, she did earlier? Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't scroll back. I have to scroll back to see those. Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay, I'm going to say I'm going to say in 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. We had the same number. Well, we'll check it out and see what it was. The number was 231. So let's go back. If you had the same number and didn't hit 231 or close, you're okay. Let's see. I'm going back. I'm scrolling backwards, trying to get to the first here. Okay. 267, 244. Gail had 244. Eva had 247, 281. $281, $267. I think Gail so far, I'm still scrolling down. I think Gail probably won it. Yep. Looks like Gail. Gail, I'll need you to... Are you on Facebook? If you're on Facebook, let me write it down here. Good. Message me at Meridel Abrams, Abrams. And if you can't find me, ask Cindy or Jerry. They both know me. They'll get you to me. Or my email address is the.mary.ateli. Yeah, it's well, we've got thunder and lightning out there. That might have a lot to do with this. I'm just going with it. Yeah, thank you, Cindy. But you guys are so good to me. You are so patient with me through all of this. But I do say that it is thundering and lightning out there. That's probably what's kicking me off. The Meri Atelier at gmail.com or Meridel Abrams. Is Gail still in here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you can't find me, check with Jerry or Cindy. They both will put you up with, link you up with me, or I'll try to find you. Better yet, go join Recycle Parts for Art, and we'll both be in the same group. It's raining, it's pouring, Peg says. Yeah, you guys are... Thank you, Andrea. You guys are so good to me. Okay, Gail got number 2. I'm going to write Gail here so I don't forget. I am tempted to go ahead and do the third drawing because it is so shaky here. And I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of other new people in here. And I want to give these away. And you guys have been so good. You've been so patient with coming back. I'm going to go ahead and give away number 3. Who knows? The lights might go out pretty soon. So this is number 3. We're going to go ahead and do this drawing and let you guys, let's see, let's choose a number range between 500 and 575. When the lights go out, the party's over. Peg, I love your sense of humor. That sure is. Okay, I got to think of a number between 500 and 575. Don't say anything. Don't say anything yet, Andrea. Now I got to change the range. Because I would choose 532 and Andrea would win it. Don't say anything until I say go. But after I say go, you can pick a number. We're going to make it between 600 and 675. That's okay, Andrea. I should have said it's my fault. I was thinking of a number. Okay, go. Andrea, I'm watching for your number. There you go. Hi, Kim Marie. Welcome. My Butterflies Boutique, welcome. Vicki, thanks for coming back. That's okay, Andrea. I would have done the same thing. You should see how many times I say oops. I like to give you all time to... I missed all of you on YouTube. Well, you're here now, Kim Marie. Well, let me tell you something. My butterflies, you haven't missed too much tonight because it's been kicking me off 3 or 4 times. I dread to see how this is going to process. Okay, thank you, Gail. I'll check it after the session. Okay, I'm going to give you about 20 seconds from now. If you haven't chosen a number, go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, stop. I count to 20 just to give, if anybody's lagging, give them a chance to get a number in. That's why I do that. The number was 655. So who's close to 655? 666. That's 11 away. 625. The race is on. 642 is pretty close. Uh-oh. I better write some of these down. 642. What was that other one? Andrea had 642. Eva? I'm still scrolling back. 666, 625. I'm scrolling backwards. 642, 635 was Kim Marie. That was 20 away. 678, 647. I think 647's close. Eva. Did somebody say Eva? 633, 667. I think it is Eva. Would you all agree on Eva? Yep. Okay, Eva. You won, number 3. So, let me go back here. Let me scroll. I'm scrolling. Eva, go ahead and send me your email address. Did you win before? Are you a second winner? Which is okay, but do I already have your address? Are you in Canada, Eva? Okay, good. I think I have your address tucked away safe in here. I'll check it. I think I have yours. You can go ahead and send it to me again just to be sure, but I think I have it. Oh, you're in California. You might send it to me just to double check. Just to make sure I have it. Okay, thank you. All right, this one goes to Eva. All right, so I'm going to say it now. If we get kicked off again, don't come back. I'll just end the session if we get kicked off again, because this is about the 4th or 5th time. I give up. Okay, let's check. I think my page, I'm going back over to my book here, because it's pretty wet. I wrote with that fine line paint applicator on here, and there's not much I can do until this dries. I might go back in and try to... I need to practice my lettering. I don't like that I. I like everything else. I don't like my capital I. Where were you when the lights went out? I was right here. 563. So, I'm going to call this pretty well finished. I'm going to let it dry. I might do some more on the bottom. After it dries, I might lift it up and do some more up in here, maybe something in there. So, since my friend Cindy Signs Utter's in the room, Cindy is my glue book inspiration. I thought I'd do some glue booking tonight, because did you all see that glue book finish that I had? Let me get it. It's right over here. I did a flip of it. I worked on this last week. But look, I used the eyelash yarn to bind it. That just sort of was a spur of the moment thing. Yeah, Cindy is the glue book queen. Cindy is so inspirational. Cindy Signs Utter. I think she's in the room with us here. I haven't seen her comment. Comment, Cindy. Check out her channel when she says something. Is she with us yet? Yeah, there she is. Click on her icon. Go check out her channel. She has a wonderful, wonderful sense of color. I love her painted papers. She sent me some painted papers. And she sent me a little glue book. I should be working in it tonight. But I have to go get it, and I'm not going to do that right now. But she inspires me to do these glue books. And I have to tell you, she taught me how to glue properly, too. So, and if you haven't visited... Oh, hi, Dawn. Yeah, Dawn, you know what? I was going to have the drawing right at the end, but it's kicked me off about 5 times tonight. And it's raining and lightning and thundering here. So I went ahead and had all my drawings just to get them over with, so that we could have some winners before it kicked me off again. And I will say, you guys, if it kicks me off one more time, don't come back. I'm going to finish it and let it process. We'll just call it a night. But I'm going to go ahead and do some glue booking. Dawn, if you haven't visited Dawn's channel, Let's Make a Mess Today, click on her icon and go visit her channel. She was the one... Let me grab this glue book again. What did I do with it? Where did I put it? I turned around and it was gone. Oh, it's right here. All right. Dawn at Let's Make a Mess Today is the one who inspired me to make these tags. And what these are, I think you just called them junk tags, didn't you? I don't know what you called them, Dawn. I was out looking at your video. There's, in my video where I did this glue book, I put a link to Dawn's video where she makes these tags. Rip Torn tags. And what she does is she glues magazine pages together, 4 or 5 of them. And you pick a colorful tag for the top, and a colorful magazine page on the top, and a colorful magazine page on the bottom, and then you can have just text or recipes or whatever in between. And you glue them together, and then you just tear out the shape of a tag. Lucia says, I made some of those tags also. I'm going to put them in my glue book when I have time. No. What happened, Don, is I've gotten kicked off 3 or 4 times. So, yeah, this is such a fun project. And what she does is she just tears. She calls them rip-torn tags. And they are just so fun to make. And then you just punch a hole or poke a hole and put whatever type of embellishment you want on them. I wrote with my fine line paint applicator on them, but you could, you know, embellish them any way you want. They are so fun to do. They're just fun, and it's a great way to use magazine pages. So Dawn at Let's Make a Mess Today inspired these. I've got a whole stack of them. Well, not a whole stack, but a stack. And I was told in my chat that I called this a llama. I was told this is a kangaroo. So I misspoke. I guess going, oh, it looks like a llama. But I guess if you're in Australia, you know what a kangaroo looks like. And yep, a kangaroo. We don't have many kangaroos in Nebraska. We don't have many llamas in Nebraska either. So I called it a llama. Well, this is a horse. It's a statue of a horse, but I know what a horse looks like. Llamas and alpacas? Are you sure? Cindy says, are you sure? Well, the last time I looked, that looked like a horse. So now, you know, I just have to say, okay, I called it a llama. Whatever it is, it sure's got big brown eyes, doesn't it? Oh, the neighbors do. A funny-looking rabbit. Peg says a funny-looking rabbit. That's funny. So, I got this out to talk about Dawn's tag. Check out Dawn at Let's Make a Mess Today. Check out Peg Robinson's channel. Carson D. Cat's Life. I don't know if Nikki's still in here. And Karen, hi. Welcome, Karen. Good to see you. Yeah. Well, I've already done my page, Karen. So I'm going to do glue booking, and I think that I am going to glue book and then bind. I did that on that last glue book that I just had out, and that really works for me. And these are all, pages are all, signatures are all built, but I haven't bound them yet. And what this is just a brown paper sack that I painted with bronze metallic paint and did a trifold, and then this is a jelly print here. That's an earbud case. That's where the little earbuds went. It was a circle case. Oh, hi, Gracie. It's good to see you. Thanks for watching. Shimmer. Don't you just love this? And you know what I really like about this? This is metallic paint, but this is craft paint, and I don't have a problem with this sticking. Now, I don't know. I really haven't folded it up like this, but I don't have and I don't know if it's because it's on craft paper. This is like on a paper bag, but I don't have any problem with it sticking like you would think. And it's not, there's no coat on it. I mean, I haven't sprayed anything on it. I do too, Lucia. Hi, Laura. Laura says she was, oh yeah. Laura, I've been kicked off about 5 times tonight. So, anyway, I'm just going to pull one of these out. Like this. I think since I pulled this glue stick out, I'm going to use it. And this is kind of where I've been keeping my, yeah, I feel sorry for me, Laura. this is where I've been keeping my fussy cut images, in here. I'm just going to show it to you now because I'm going to set it over. I've got a little stand to the right hand of me, and I'm going to going to do Cindy's grab and glue. True grab and glue, and by that I mean I'm not going to think about it. Meri is the one who likes to stop and think, because I like to pull things and make them tell a story. And I do that still to some extent, but I'm going to grab and glue. And Cindy has a challenge, I think, here in October, don't you, where you did your Real Simple magazine and created background pages, and then you're doing a glue book out of your Simple magazine, your Real Simple magazine, like you did in September. And you've got both of them done? Oh, Cindy, I don't believe that. I'd still be working on doing the backgrounds. Let me show you what I did, because Cindy inspired this. Cindy inspires a lot of glue book stuff, but here's my Real Simple. I've shown this in my lives before. But Cindy, I really like how this worked out, because I was working in this magazine. This was for the September challenge. I'm not doing the October one because I'm trying to catch up with everything. But this was just a Real Simple magazine, and Cindy challenged us to glue all our scraps in here. And you guys, I ran out of paper scraps. Truthfully, I've got some fabric scraps, but now I think I need to wax some of these pages because they are kind of sticking. But I had to start using napkins. And I did use Mod Podge on these. So that's probably why you're hearing that crinkle. Don't you just love that crinkle? I'll have to go in and wax some of these pages, but I thought, well, I'm going to be doing gluing on them anyway. I ran out of paper scraps. These are table napkins, for the most part, in here, but you get back to the back here, I've got my scraps from my projects that I did in the last year. Now, I got plenty of paper scraps, but they're all up in Wisconsin. So I really do have pretty well cleaned out my... This is just a piece of wax paper here. Well, yeah, it is. I think I meant to glue that down. It's not sticking. It's wax paper, though. I need to go back and glue it better, I guess. You love the sound of that? Some of these aren't sticking, but see, I glued these. I glued some of them with Mod Podge, and some I glued with, what did I have? Can't remember what I had. I think I just had Elmer's glue. But these in here, which are my true scraps, they aren't going to stick. Daddy Vans, yep. And Nancy Widner, bless her heart, sent me a whole can of Daddy Vans, but I'm not going to use it on this. I'll use it on an art journal where I'm doing art journaling. I'll just use, I got some stuff I got at the hardware store. This is just a comic page. I told Cindy, I said, Cindy, I ran out of paper scraps. And she said, anything will do. She said, even newspaper. So I went and got the Saturday comics because they were in color. Dawn says she uses a white candle. It seems to be these table napkins that are the worst about sticking. But that makes a lot of sense because I use Mod Podge and table napkins are really thin. And so that, of course, is going to stick on both sides. That's fireworks. Fireworks. So, Cindy, these are table napkins on the cover. And I was working away on this, and I got all done except for the cover. And Cindy, out of the blue, I did not know she was going to send it. She sent me a Happy Mail. And in this Happy Mail were these table napkins. Gail is asking, is Daddy Vans a car wax? Can some of you tell her if it's a car wax? I don't know if it's a car wax or not. I know it's a natural beeswax. It's a furniture wax. Cindy says that it's a Daddy Vans is a furniture wax. Thank you, Cindy. I cannot get Daddy Vans in my area, and Nancy Widner was so nice to send me some. But anyway, she sent me 4 of these table napkins that are paint tubes and brushes, and they were enough to do the cover on this magazine. And I'm going to use this. Cindy is using hers for Happy Mail. I'm going to use mine for Quote Journal. I got the first quote in it. I go in and put some more quotes in here. But this is a journal that it will be an ongoing journal. If I don't get this done by December, I'm not going to sweat it, because I'll be putting quotes in here until 2025. The pages that Dee Dee Willingham does, don't you just love Dee Dee Willingham's pages? I love watching her channel. I'm not so much of a color book person. She has me beat there. She outdoes me on that. But I was watching her show her Inktober's, where she's doing, I can't even pronounce it. It's like a Japanese writing, and she goes out and does a sketch, like there's a symbol for a horse and a symbol for a foot. And Dee Dee does the symbol and the image behind it, the symbol. She'll do that. And then she does, on the other side of her sketchbook, she does this whole page of sketches. Just blows my mind away. Just blows my mind. I'm going to put this back over here on the shelf. We might get to a glue book. I'm going to say I'm going to do a grab and glue. And I'm just going to reach in here, and I'm looking at the screen. I don't even know what I'm pulling with my right hand. And what did I pull? But oh, this is from a needlepoint book, or a needlework book, but I kind of like this. So I'm going to use it. I pulled it. I'm going to put it right here. There's a blank page here. We'll put it here. We'll put it here just to get started. And I'm just going to use this glue that I got on sale at Walmart. Which is an Elmer's Extreme Glue Stick. For bigger, tougher projects, like your glue books. Ew. Got it on my hand. I gotta wash my hand off. My hands are all painty. All right, we're just gonna put it here. So thank you guys for coming and putting up with all the instability of my channel. I say that the people who visit my lives are the best. All right, I'm looking at the screen. I'm reaching in my fussy cut box. I don't know what I'm pulling. Oh, this is too big. This will go in. Shall I rip it? Kim Marie says, there's so much talent in this chat, Mary. Kim Marie, there is. There's a lot of talent on YouTube, and I have to tell you, I am so privileged to know some of these gals. I learn so much. You know, I've been doing art for years and years and years and years and years, and I'm still learning. Cindy taught me, you'd think if I'd been doing art for years, I'd know how to glue. I kept saying I glue like a kindergartner. I'm not going to use this because it's too big for the glue book. So I'm going to try to pull another image. When I do art, I do a lot of drawings, really my strength. Okay, this is what I pulled, the Lincoln Cathedral. This is another needlework one. So I think I'm going to put it on the same page. I think I'll just put it there and make a house. Look, a house. This is the roof. That was not planned, honest. That honestly was not planned. So I've already got a story going here. This is the house that Cindy built in my glue book. Look, there's a roof. And it's the Lincoln Cathedral. And I'll go back later, because I'm just kind of pasting these in. I'll go back in later and make sure they're glued really good. Gail says, painting is her strong point. I can draw somewhat, but it takes a lot of time. You know, sometimes when you just get into that paint and start putting it onto the canvas, sometimes you're drawing with your brush, Gail. Give yourself some credit. I'll bet you do a beautiful job. Okay, let's see what's next. Well, I'm looking at the screen, and I'm honestly not looking into my box, and I'm trying to, but I am feeling for size. This is a photo of a teacher with students in a school. I think I'll put it next to the house, to the Lincoln Cathedral. Maybe we'll end up with a school and a church here. I don't know. We'll see. But since I'm on this layout, this 2-page layout, I learned from my last one, I like it to work on the pages with them not bound, but I have to be wary that I don't make a page layout like this and end up with part of my page here and then part 3 pages away. So I learned on that last one. Jerry, good night. Thank you for coming. Go visit. Go visit Recycle Parts for Art. Check out everything that's going on. Check her out on Facebook. She's got a group by the same name, Recycle Parts for Art. Check out Gina Ahrens, Gina Ahrens. Gina did a beautiful, beautiful bracelet this week with parts from Recycled Parts from Art. Ah, that bracelet. And she's giving it away. So there's a giveaway. Lucia, I haven't. I got that big jelly plate. I haven't done anything yet. Oh, I will, I promise. I've been wanting that jelly plate, and I got it, and now I haven't used it. But a part of that is because I'm kind of at the end of the year, and I've got all these projects going on, and I kind of want to wrap up some of my projects. I have to say that jelly plate may not get much use in 2017. I'll try not to hold it too long. Gel party time. Let's see, what is this? Oh, this is a vase of flowers. Here. Oh, I don't like them on either page. Ooh, I like them on this page. Here. That's where it's going. Janet said, love to jelly plate. I'm sticking around. I just got to cut some paper and listen. Okay. I'm looking at my page here. If I'm not talking, I'm really concentrating. We can ring in the new year with a gel party. That would be fun, Peg. You can host it, Peg. We'll come. Wouldn't that be fun? On New Year's Day, a jelly, well, you know, or that weekend maybe, you know, depending on what people, Zoom, that would be fun. If there are people in here that do not know what Zoom is, It's an app like, or a software program such as Google Hangouts, only we're finding that it really works better for us. We have a little bit more control. Peg is a host, and Cindy is a host. Yeah, and I think we can hold up to 100 people. Is that true, Cindy? I think 100 or 150. But we've been Zooming as a small group on Tuesdays. Yeah, Gail, Google Zoom, Zoom, and you'll read about it. It's free. We don't have to pay any. Yeah, 100 people. We don't have to pay anything to use it. The hosts pay for the app in order to have a session longer than 40 minutes. If we only chatted for 40 minutes, we could still do it for free, and the hosts wouldn't have to pay anything. But what we did as a group is that several of us contributed to Cindy, and she is the host of it, and then we kind of helped her pay for it. And my goodness, we get on there sometimes and we go all afternoon just doing like what we're doing now. But the advantage of it is that it's a two-way video. Like, Janet, I could see you working at your desk, and you could see me working at my desk, and we could talk back and forth. Sometimes we really get going talking too. And we don't record the videos. There's no recording or no sharing of videos. We're really kind of a close-knit group. We trust each other. I think Barb, the way I understand it, Barb Owen uses it in her teaching sessions. So it's really a professional, companies use it. It's called Zoom, Zoom. We were using Google Hangouts, but we were encountering I had a lot of problems, but I have a lot of technical problems anyway. But we went to Zoom, and it's been working great for us. And Lucia, if you're interested, or any of you are interested in joining us, get in touch with Cindy. She's here, Cindy Utter, and let her know, and maybe she can. And Peg Robinson also does Zoom, and yeah, Peg says she sends out a Zoom meeting number. You Zoom every month? I didn't know you Zoomed every month, Cindy, or Peg. Okay. I think I was in your last Zoom, but I didn't realize it was a monthly one. Cool. Who's Zooming who? We're all Zooming each other. Well, just like this afternoon, Jerry, who just left, said, anybody want to Zoom? Well, I couldn't because I had some other things going, but I think Peg joined her, and a couple of other gals joined in, and they just sat and did art together. It's just like you're saying, I'm going to go do some art. Do you want to join me? Little Craft Creation says, Cindy, let me know before the next one. Lucia says she's going to check it out. Lucia, I downloaded the Zoom app on my phone, and you can get it for your laptop too. I think that gals have it on their computers and on their, what do you call those little iPads? I don't have one of those, but it's across multi-platforms. Gail says she's got a dumb smartphone, not enough space for apps. Well, do you have a PC, Gail? Do you have a PC or a laptop? Yeah, you can use your laptop, I'm pretty sure. In fact, it might work better for your laptop. But I had a lot of trouble with my phone getting hot. When we did Google Hangouts, my phone would say, I'm shutting off. With the Google Hangouts, I did not have that problem. I've not had that problem with Zoom. It works fine. I need another image here. I'm looking at the screen. What did I pull? I pulled an oops. I pulled some watches. Looks like some things got stuck together. the softer side. That could go here. Oh, look, I got another vase of flowers. Oh, I've got an Elmer's glue label. I don't know what that was. Oh, speaking of Dee Dee Willingham, watches, yeah. Oh, catalog of watches. I cut them out of a catalog. They just attracted my attention. But here's I'm sure this came out of a catalog too. It's a windmill clock. But I was looking at this little fussy cut. But I was watching Dee Dee, her video this week on the Society of Idea Collectors, and she was thumbing through a book on collage, and she was telling how she doesn't use these tiny scraps. They're almost too little for her. And look, doesn't that look like a bird? And she held up one, and she said, it looks like a ballerina foot. But that gal who did that book on collage had done a whole bunch of art tools out of little scraps like this. I'm sure this was a bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. This is a Elmer's glue label, foam board. I'm going to throw that away. I don't know why I kept that. It got thrown in there. This is something. That's a clock. I don't like that clock on there. The flowers, I think I'll put another vase of flowers there, and I think I'll use the softer side. Cindy, good night. Thanks for coming. Thank you so much for coming. If you gals, thank you, Cindy. Thanks for being so patient. All I can say for my live sessions is oops. I'll do better next week. I hope this phone does better next week. But if any of you gals have to, good night, Gail. If any guys need to leave, please do, because I know it's getting late for a lot of you. I've been going, this session's been going for over an hour, but I've started it twice, so I would say I don't think so, Little Crafts. You can get the free one. I downloaded the free one. Talk to Cindy, and she can show you where to get the free one, because it costs if you want to host Little Crafts. Like Cindy paid for it. Yeah, Peg is still here. It's free. There's a free download on the page. Keep looking for it. If you have a problem finding it, get a hold of Cindy or Peg Robinson, and they'll help you out. I'm volunteering their time. It's a conferencing app, but it's really a professional app. And I was so interested in this. I went out and read about the CEO of the company, the guy who started this thing, and he's from China. Good night, Eva. Thanks for coming. I'll be sending you your picture. But this guy is from China. And I was reading his background, and what really interested me in that he had a brother who, they're both technical engineering types, and his brother went off to school and everything, but this guy stayed home with his parents, and his dream was to come to the United States. And I think it took him almost 9 years to finally get to the United States, but he got here. And he started this company, and this Zoom app, I'm really impressed with it. But what really impresses me is, and if you read on the page and read about the company, customer service is their model. They care about their customers. And you don't see that a whole lot. I mean, you see it, but you see it in word. I really think this is a good company. And maybe I'm just talking to fill up my time, but I like the app so far. I need to glue down some of these images. So if you guys need to go, I completely understand, because it's getting pretty late for some of you. And I will say thanks for coming, and if I get frozen, I'm not coming back tonight. I'm just going to finish it out. Where am I going to put this? Oops, I don't want it here. I'm just going to put it over here. well, this oops reminds me of that lady. What's her name? Oops is an outstanding opportunity presenting itself. What's her name? Dawn? Is it Dawn? Colorful Journey? What is her name? Ah, too many names. Washington State here at 7:30. Carolyn Doobie. Thank you, Kim Marie. Yes, Carolyn Doobie. She does the outstanding see, I could understand. I could remember her oops. Outstanding opportunity presenting itself, but I couldn't remember her name. Carolyn Doobie. Yes. That's what that reminds me of. I need some of her stencils to put on there. I don't have any of her stencils. But that's okay. I'm looking for another image. I'm not looking, I'm feeling for another image. What do I have here? Oh, Halloween. Gotta have a Halloween page. The softer side. I didn't glue that down. I'm going to leave it there. Let's see. Where am I going to put this Halloween one? Where? I want a Halloween page. I want it to... How about that purple? This, I think, is Cindy's... This is one of Cindy Signs Utter's pages. I think. Reminds me of her. I think I like it right here. I like it with that color. I think Lucia's on Facebook, aren't you, Lucia? I missed that chain of comments there, but I saw Peg ask you if you were on Facebook. I'm going to glue down my pumpkin. Halloween, October, perfect. Okay, what else do we have in here? I need some smaller ones. I need to sort out my larger ones from my smaller ones. They're just all thrown in they're just all thrown in here. What did I get? Ooh, this looks kind of creepy, doesn't it? This will go good. Oops. What are you saying, Laura? Wait, hold it. I went over to the App Store. Zoom is called Zoom Cloud Meetings. Yeah, it's been a while since I've downloaded that, but are you on Android, Laura? Or Apple? Well, iPhone. Apple, okay. I'm sure they have it too. Well, you said you found it, so I'm going to put this here. I like this here, right underneath the oops, the iPad. Yeah, quite a few gals in our who come to the Zoom have iPads. But I have to say, it's pretty easy to use once you find your way around. I find it works a lot better than the Google Hangouts. But then maybe I'm prejudiced. I don't know why I would be prejudiced. It's just my experience with it. The Google Hangouts were burning up my phones. I like that there. That really looks like a creepy Halloween page, doesn't it? What else do we have here? Got a chandelier of some sort. I couldn't fussy cut all of that chandelier out. I don't like that on there. I'm going to get another image. Now I'm into doing this Halloween page. I'll have to finish this up. I don't know what this is. Oh! This is cool. I like this. It go good in here, but I have to... I like the colors. I'm going to have to trim it off a little, I think. I'm thinking about this. Oh, see, that's how I trim it off. I tear it. I do like that there. Oh, I hear you. I hear you, little crafts. I have an old laptop. And I'm amazed that mine is not a Dell. Mine is an HP. But I hold my breath every time I turn it on. But it's got Windows 7. But it seems to keep going. I try to clean up my disk drive with run the app to clean my drive frequently, but it's gonna die one of these days. Let's see, what am I gonna do here? I think I'm gonna combine this. I think I'll snip it right there, or just tear it. Right there. Whoops, bumped the phone. Sorry. I'm going to put it right. Sort of needs to be torn again. Maybe. Are you still all going strong? You know, I start out these chats doing those reverse collage pages, but my paint gets wet pretty fast. And then I have to think of other things to do. This glue book is a good answer. Good night, Kim Marie. Thank you for coming. I try to do my live sessions on Friday nights, 7:30 Central Time. If you want to catch me again, you're sure welcome. And for those of you who are maybe watching the replay, I want to say, come join us. But for those of you that are new here tonight too, thanks for coming in. This is just fun. I enjoy this. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Connie, that's funny. Your computer? Oh. Oh, look. This is cool. It's too big for this, but I like this image. I don't know what it is. She's got an umbrella. She's in a red dress. There's look like an electric wire, electric lines in here. A castle, some sort of a rocket thing. I don't know what that is. It came out of a history book. I cut these images out. I read about them before I cut them out. It looks like steampunk, doesn't it? Peg says it looks like steampunk. Well, it does, because look, see, here's the electric pole, and there's another electric line there, and going this way and that way, and that guy looks like he's driving something. I read about these when I cut them out, but I don't save the text, and I don't remember. I don't carry that stuff around in my head. This is the softer side page, but I think that's go good here. I kind of like it there. Let's see, will it go in any of these other pages, though? I kind of like it right there. It's some sort of a blimp. Yeah. It's probably the earliest blimp that ever was invented. It's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure it came out of a history book. I like to get the history books. I have to tell you, Goodwill, I raid their bookshelves for history books. Don't tell them. They won't put them out there anymore. They'll charge me more for them. But I do. I raid the Goodwill shelves for, and I always have to look down at the lowest shelf because that's where they put all the wide, big, huge books. It's down on the bottom shelf. So I'm always bending over, trying to look at that bottom shelf with all those cool books. But they really, some of them have the neatest images in them. And I have really developed this year a love of black and white photos. Black and white photos, some of that photography, I think we are, I think that they did a really good job that we don't think enough about it. I am loving my black and white photos. Oh, I'm liking him there. Or could he go over here with the house? Oh, I kind of like him in the cathedral house. I kind of like him there. That's where I'm going to put him. I think our storm is over, Peg. It might be coming your way. You might be getting more. I am about a state west of Peg. Are you planning, Mary? What am I planning? I'm not planning anything. You can keep it. Oh, you can keep the storm? Nope, it's gone. It flew by us. Planning my pages? Yes, I got it now. I said I was going to grab and glue, didn't I? Grab and glue is a technique that I need to learn. Yeah, I know. I'm planning. I meant to grab and glue. I thought you were chiding me. I thought you were making me behave, Lucia. Saying I thought you were going to grab and glue, and here you are planning. This was a scrap of paper. I guess I meant to fold that in there. I guess I meant for that to go in there. Yeah, I'm planning. And you know what? I've started looking at my images too. I was just going to grab and glue, but ooh, look at these. Ooh, this belongs on the cathedral. This belongs here. This belongs here. Yes, it does. Even though it's a schoolhouse, it's got a cathedral window, and it goes with that. See? I love how these images come together. There's no way when I cut these out that I planned this. But when you reach in and you start putting these things down on the page, they start taking on a meaning. Like this is a church and this is a school with a cathedral window and some teapots. Pictures, P-I-T-C-H-E-R-S. But look at there's another window up in there. Yeah, it's really hard for me not to think about what I'm putting down. I'm still learning to do the ultimate grab and glue. Santa Claus doesn't belong in here, but he's really cool. Oops. Let's put him. He really looks nice there, doesn't he? I don't like that little page there, though. We'll put this little page down. One more. Like that, maybe. I like him there. What's on the other side? Would I like him? No, I don't want to cover that up. Oh, he's going here. Yep, this is going to be a Christmas page. We had Halloween. Now we're going to Christmas. We'll put Thanksgiving someplace else. Or I could put here. This is what I like about it being loosely. No, I can't do that because I put this together. All right. We're just going to put this right here. Karen, I don't think I'm going to put it here. No, I'm going to put it here. No, it goes here. No, I changed my mind. That's how I think. You guys, you are hearing what my mind is thinking when I do this. Right now, it's not thinking anything. it's going. I hope I'm getting enough glue on this image to make it stick. He's really a cool Santa. I like him with that purple background. Now, when I did this other book, where are you at? You might have had the storms that was here. I'm in Nebraska, Connie. I'm in south central Nebraska. I don't know if you know Nebraska very well, but I'm about 70 miles south of Grand Island. Way out in a rural community. Way out. That's why I don't have very good technical service here. We don't charter, and those big cable companies don't come out here. We just get local services. So that has a lot to do with my technical issues on my live sessions. We just don't have the... Although I do like my Wi-Fi. I just got Wi-Fi a week ago, September 28th. And I don't know about the live. I still have problems with my live sessions. But I can tell you, I love it for going online. Because all I had was my Verizon data, unlimited, and they started throttling people back after, well, they said after you reach 20 gig, they'll throttle, that, you'll have a harder time. But I was using up to 160 gig a month, and they didn't like that very well. So they start throttling you back, and you have a harder time getting on, which is, it makes sense. It's what I agreed to. But I couldn't get online as much as I want, and I'm really loving my Wi-Fi, that if I want to go online and go on Facebook, I don't have to wait 10 minutes to get a connection. So I'm loving even the Wi-Fi provided by our local service, even though I think we still have a problem with our lives, but I don't mind that you bump off. I will keep coming back, Mary. Oh, thank you, Lucia. See, this is what you guys do for me. You inspire me so much. I just can't... I'm still trying to think of a good way to express it. Last month in the My Year 2017 group, the prompt was you and me. Is it all about you, or is it all about me, or is it all about you and me? And I was trying to think how I could express it with my channel and how you guys inspire me. It's about you guys, you keep encouraging me, but it's you guys that inspire me, and you keep me going. Connie says she's in Colorado. Connie, I used to live in Colorado, used to live in Littleton. I got all tons of relatives out that way. That was in the 80s, so... Those were the days. Those were the days. Love that prompt and what the ladies did, Mary. We inspire each other. Janet, that is so true. That is so true. And Janet, you and Lucia are perfect examples. You're always here. You're always encouraging me. I couldn't quit doing my lives even if I wanted to, because I'd miss you guys. I was off 2 weeks with no Wi-Fi, and, the data connection got so bad. I used up all my data, so I was 2 weeks without doing lives, and I missed you. I missed you. This is Donald Duck. There's nothing on the back but text. Shall we put him on this little scrappy piece? I don't know what this was. It was a fussy cut from something. I'm going to tear this off. I don't like that there. What's on the back of it? I'm going to put him on this little piece here. There'll be something that will go with him. Where's my glue stick? Now this session is almost an hour and a half. an hour and 26, and it's been going pretty good. But our thunderstorm is going toward Peg. Yeah, they did agree to unlimited. But they also warned us that after 20 gig, all bets were off. And I haven't used any gig. They're probably looking at my usage report and going, wait a minute, today's the 6th of October and she doesn't have any. What's up with that? Really, it says 0 gig out there used. These are T10s. They don't go with Donald. Ooh, what did I do here? I'm going to have to put something on the back of that. I guess I'll put this on the back of it. What's on the back of this? Oh, I don't mind that being there. That's a pumpkin. This is a lamp. But see, I glued above the... I can do two things. I can cut it there, or I can just leave it. I'm going to leave it for now. Decide later. Maybe. No, I don't like those T10s. I like them, but not for this. Now I'm looking. Instead of grabbing, I'm looking. What do I want? Oh, look, here's another school page. Oh, I think this teacher's had it. She's throwing up her hands. And look, they're raising their hands, but there's something going on here. She's telling him the answer. I don't know what's going on in there. What is that? A modern school. Yeah, for sure. I can't read what's on the blackboard. Can you guys read it? When you have finished your homework, something off. Looks like a cat under the desk. Here? Or where's the cat? Here? Lucia says it looks like a cat under the desk. There's feet here. Are you talking about this black image? I think that's part of her slacks. I don't see a cat. I'm looking for the cat. Maybe it's not under the desk, it's on. Are you talking about this? No? On top of the desk. Here? I think that's a boy behind there. Black cat by your left thumb. This one right here. Between the two you're talking about. Here. It's a bag. The arm. It does look like a cat. This kind of looks like a creature too. But I think that's the back of a chair, and I do think that's an arm. I think there's somebody behind there. Yeah, at first glance, and when I hold these photos down, when I hold them down, there's no way that I would have known that was an arm unless I hold it right, way up there. See, when you hold it up close and magnify it, it makes sense. But when you hold it way back here, it looks like a cat. But I was thinking that this looked like an animal too, but I think that's her slacks in there. And I was trying to read what's on the blackboard. It says, when you finished your homework, something off. Every sheet to his something desk. To Mrs. Dry's desk. Bring sheet to Mrs. Dry's desk. Take a sheet of stationery, tracing paper. Rule off. This is rule off here, right? Rule off. It blurs out if something off. I was trying to figure out what the instructions were. You gotta follow the instructions. All right, where's this gonna go after all of that? It needs to go on this text page. I need to cover up this text. So I'm going to put it there, and I'll find more things to put here. I'm tired of looking at that one. I'll have to see if I got any cats in there, Lucia. We'll put a cat there. There's got to be a cat in the class. Is it an art class? I don't know what kind of a class it is. Let's hold it up again. I glued it down. They might be... Yeah, I can't see for the... They might be drawing there. She's got her notebook open. Then she's talking about tracing paper here. So we're going to call this an art class. But why do they have their hands raised? And look, she's got her hands thrown up in despair. Everybody knew the answer. Hi, Cameron. What is he doing tonight? Is he doing art with you, Lucia? Are you doing jelly plate printing? No one could find the glue. Peg, I love your sense of humor. Where's the glue? Nobody can find the glue, so they're using tracing paper. Because they can't do their glue book, so they're going to trace the images in there. I'm looking for another image. I wish I could find one of a black cat. That would be perfect. I might just leave that blank until I find a cat. Of all these images, you'd think I would have a cat. I've got this weird one, but that's not a cat. I've got a Mother Teresa. I've got a clock. I've got a cow. I know that's a cow. That's not a kangaroo. There's my scissors. I've been looking for those. This isn't a cat. There's a rat. A mouse. Oh, maybe that's why she's throwing her arms up. Maybe we'll put that over here. She's afraid of that rat. I want a black cat. I'm looking to see if I got any sort of a cat. I need to fussy cut. Oh, is that a cat? No. No. Well, I should just pull out some images because you guys are sitting there looking at a blank screen. Here, we'll just pull these out. What do I have here? A man. Bet you didn't know. That goes there. Signs of the times. There's a plate from the library of Carmen Ann. Print out one. I don't have a printer, Laura. That's why I had to go to the library yesterday. That's on my wish list to get a printer. I got some chickens. I want a wide format. I remember the first video Cameron and I watched to Meri. She drew scissors, and Cameron went into the living room and drew a pair of scissors. Really? I think I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. And you know what I remember of your videos? You were at a parade. Was that a Christmas parade? I think it was, there in Grants Pass. And I thought, how neat that I can watch those parades. I don't know if it was the 4th of July or Christmas. Here's a pair of scissors. And I was watching Lucia and her family watch that parade. That's out of print. This goes on the Halloween page. It was a Christmas parade. Yeah, and they were watching it, and they let me watch with them. And it was so neat that Lucia talked back to me. Oh, yeah, you did on Periscope. That's right. That's right. There's a chair. Well, I don't think I'm going to find a cat. I'm going to put this creepy guy on the Halloween page. There's a lion. No, what is that, a gargoyle? I think that's a gargoyle. No, that's a cupid. No, a gargoyle. Some of these you kind of have to... I got glue on my fingers, so they're kind of sticking. There's a puppy dog. We have a puppy dog. This is an old-fashioned Santee. You can go on the Christmas page. Now, I'm going to go put this guy on the... I like that cow. I kind of like the rat. I kind of like the rat over here on this other side. Only, you know what, I don't... What did I do here? I've got to leave that there. Do I have to leave this one in? No, I haven't glued anything there. I can put this here. Leave that there. Put the creepy guy here. Whoops. He's a hamster? Oh, I was calling him a rat. We don't have rats and we don't have hamsters. That's my excuse. He's a hamster. Look at him eat that strawberry. Are hamsters related to rats? See, I don't know my pets very well. I know a cow. They're not pets. This is a cow. I probably would know a horse. But ask me the difference between a kangaroo and a llama and a rat and a hamster, and I'm stumped. Okay. Oops. I like the oops there. I kind of like him right here. Oops. Maybe I'll put him over a little and let him run underneath. I'm wanting something around there, though. Let's see. Let's see. Here's some bees. I'm almost wanting to pick this up. Can I pick it up without... When I glued it down, I guess I glued it down good. I don't want to mess with it. I'm almost wanting these bees around there. We'll get it there one way or the other. I'm watching what I'm doing. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm going to go. I will see you on the next one live stream. Thank you for coming, little crafts. You're sure welcome in here. And then I'm going to put this guy here. And I almost want to put this here. I'm rebuilding this beehive. They'll probably swarm and sting me any minute now. I was watching a YouTube video this afternoon of these dogs that were attacking people in the park. They got out. And they called the fire department, and they called the police, and the animal control. They finally got them. It was so scary, though. Those dogs were biting. They bit one man, and this was the guy in the park was doing the video of it. I mean, he couldn't. There were policemen there and firemen there, so he couldn't save anybody. But so he was shooting his video. It was really kind of scary. A little girl was on top of the slippery slide, and there was either a teacher or some older mother or something like that with her, but she was scared. That's one reason why I don't like... Night, Peg. Yeah. Good night. Thanks for coming, Peg. That's one reason why I don't go walking, even a lot in the neighborhood, because of dogs. And I think they sense that I'm kind of timid of them, and that makes them more aggressive. But watching that video, I'm going, nope. I'm putting this beehive around this oops. All right, what happened to my hamster? Should I put the hamster here? Since it was an oops for me, I think I will. But I want something behind him. The beehive? More bees? Yeah. Put him right in there. And this guy will go here. Now I want something in there. Now, this type of spaces are where you want to get images like this. Like this was text. It was advertising, well, a market, but it's kind of like a gift store type thing. But this makes a nice background image where you just want to fill in space. And that's why I tear those. And I like the lettering on this. Advertisement. This came out of the Romantic Homes magazine. I got a whole stack of them from the library earlier in the year. But I like to use those type of things as background images. This is really turning out to be a Halloween. Oh, I was going to put him underneath. A Halloween page. Halloween inspired. Where did I do that? Oh, I want this. See, I want this under here though. This will go here. And let's glue all this down. I think this will be my last page, guys. We've been going for almost 2 hours, an hour and 43 minutes on this session. I'm surprised it hasn't kicked me off. So I'm going to blame my heat gun and the thunderstorm for the troubles I had tonight. Because that makes sense. The thunderstorm is over, and I haven't been kicked off yet, and I haven't used my heat gun. So I'm still hoping that we can have some decent live sessions without getting kicked off. All right, that was it. I came back. Whoops. I had my hand in there. I'm going to call it a night, guys. I came back to say goodnight. I wanted to show you this image. If I don't have... Yeah, I came back. Thanks for sticking in here. I was digging through my images looking for something to put here. I'll find it later. I had to show you guys this. So, with this, I think this is so cool. Janet, I'm back. Yeah, you two are the diehards. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm going to call it a night, though. And I got a lot done. You guys inspired me. Look, we got this Halloween page done. And this is a hamster. Oops. And look, isn't this cool? I love this image. That's going in a glue book someplace. So, I'm going to say goodnight to you. Have a really good night, Dawn and Gracie, if you're still around. Have a really good weekend. Be safe. I'll watch you on YouTube. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'm going to hit the finish button.